Yeah, folks, one of the coolest decks we've ever played here on the channel is actually popping back up in the meta. This is the Big Bads deck, and I saw it has actually pretty good numbers on Untapped right now with a 0.32 average cube rate. It's probably not the best Galactus deck, but it's certainly a surprising one, and if you snap with discipline, you can climb with this one. But I'll warn you, the win rate is only 49%, so you actually have to snap well. You have to retreat for one with extreme prejudice, like do not stick into games you don't have some kind of trick up your sleeves, but otherwise you can take some big cubes off people with some surprising and unusual lines, because you look at this deck and you're like, how does this work? What is going on here? Every time I kind of have to remind myself, like, wait, does this really work? But it does. Like, how do Ultron and Galactus go together in a deck? That makes absolutely no sense. But there are just so many cool little lines for this deck that are really all about using some kind of ramp, like, you know, Electro is one of your classic options. Electro into Blink can be a fantastic play. Cheat out one of these big 6-drops. You know, maybe it's just a 16 power destroyer, or maybe it's Galactus, and that just seals it right there, because Galactus has crazy follow-ups with Knull and Death and Goliath. Or maybe it's an Ultron, and you're like, oh no, I locked out my board early. It's turn 4. What am I gonna do? But then, you know, you have Killmonger. You clear out all those drones, and you've got Death and Knull as this really cool payoff, which of course also synergizes with Destroyer, which also synergizes with Venom, which also synergizes with Electro and X-23. And you start to see all these things that seem like they don't make sense together actually kind of all have these weird little hooks and synergies that play nicely into one another. And somehow through that and through the surprise factor and the unpredictability, you just kind of start piecing together wins and big cube gains. So this is one, you know, if you haven't seen it before, maybe it'll help a little bit to see it in action. But this deck can do some pretty silly things, and when played well, can actually win. I will warn you though, if you don't play it well, maybe avoid this one. If it looks scary or you can't figure it out, things can go disastrously bad. Nonetheless, it's one of the coolest and most fun and like just interesting decks, because, you know, so many giant crazy 6-drops going into this one makes this a lot of fun every single time, as you're about to see. But before we get into the games, I'd like to introduce our sponsor, Fist Out. Fist Out is a brand new card game that's perfect to play on your phone anytime, anywhere, with its quick strategic matches and distinctive cel-shaded art style that brings a cool new fantasy world to life. You'll be taking iconic heroes into battle, blending different races and professions together into a powerful deck that lets you outwit and overpower your opponents. There are, in fact, 7 races and almost 300 cards to choose from, opening up all kinds of cool different combinations for your deck, like angels and demons, or mixing a legend of myth like Aladdin with an army of cows. There's also an equipment system and dynamic levels to add even more strategic depth across both PvE and PvP game modes, along with upcoming high stakes tournaments. And you won't be doing it alone. With a guild system, friend battles, and cross-server rankings, there are tons of people to join you on your journey. So right now is actually the perfect time to start Fist Out, because the game just released. You can download it right now for free on Android and iOS using my handy link down below in the description or pinned comment, or you can scan that QR code right next to me. You'll get a special starter gift pack worth $20 if you download the game through my link. I personally can't wait to battle it out with our cow armies. All right, Wave always creates opportunity. Kind of not the right payoffs at the moment, but ooh, Quantum Tunnel too is fun. All right. This could be a like cool Galactus location, but risky. This would really be the dream Galactus spot, right? That's still true, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, let's go with a Wave here. If we don't hit anything good, it's probably Blink. If we hit Galactus or Destroyer, I think those probably take priority. Galactus right, I think still works here, but they might move the shield, which would be a problem. Okay, I think it's Blink. Blink goes mid. What if she hits Electro? We could Venom it, I guess. Be chill with that. If it hits Ultron, we've got Killmonger to clear, so that's fine. Oh, okay. No Galactus hits, I guess, anymore. Not that it would have worked anyway. Ultron. Okay, so that seems like we're in trouble, but actually... Oh, bro, that's a crazy interaction. Whoa. Whoa, dude, that's actually so sick. That makes way more sense than it should. I want this to hit Destroyer, I guess, right? Arrow is certainly not a problem. Okay. I guess, yeah, Destroyer is just the biggest guy mid to protect mid. That's fine. Okay, yeah, nice, dude. Now the question, I guess, is do you go left to try to win backstability? I mean, you don't really need to, right? I think you just dump here. Trust it. Like a 25-point lead with Quantum Tunnel seems unassailable. Only like Goliath here would really beat me, I think. Cannonball with priority doesn't matter at all. Yeah, this is great, dude. Perfect early Ultron game, dude. Sometimes people really question the Ultron in this deck, and sometimes I do too, to be fair. Sometimes it has a hard time finding its moments. But this was the primo example of an early Ultron. It was a little weird through Quantum Tunnel, but you know, you could have done it normally too. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You don't really love Venom Blink, but it's a possibility on turn 3 now if we want. It's not our favorite possibility. Killmonger Blink would probably be better. Save that Venom. Well, I say save it, but like, what am I saving it for at that point, right? It's really just for X-23 Electro. Maybe we do like Venom better. It's well, yeah, maybe saving Killmonger for later makes some sense now, given that they're gonna have some stones out here. Yeah. So we'll go Blink. I mean, it's like +2 power, but it's not really because it's going back in the deck, you know. So it's like, I don't know, man. Either way, the Killmonger definitely wants to get saved here. Ooh, that's a cool looking Elsa, dude. Crazy. Ooh, Galactus Enhanced. That's not going to be our card. It's going to either be Ultron or Knull, actually, guaranteed. In that case, we certainly prefer Ultron, because then we can just Killmonger out the dudes and we win the raft, which would be sick. Oh, I forgot about Goliath. Oh, he looked... Oh, am I blind? He just looked different, I guess. He didn't look right to me. I have priorities, so this Killmonger doesn't do a lot, unfortunately, but I kind of almost have to play it at the same time. Death goes to 5, which sucks. I might be able to open up a Galactus mid, which is not the spiciest play. I actually think, I don't even know if we're contesting right. I mean, Galactus pushes stuff elsewhere, so it's debatable. Galactus mid's just never gonna work, right? I don't see how that ever happens. And I only have X-23 to support it if we do get it because of priority. So they only played right. If X-23 rolls right here, do we have a play? Mockingbird is too big for priority. So now it's like legit a Galactus play. I mean, it's our best play is what's crazy. It's actually just our best play. It never ever works, but it's our best play because the opponent's going to give up left, right? Like that, we know they're just giving up left because they're going to play right to try to get strong and then play here to get strong. I honestly think this is your best bet, but the problem is a 6-point lead against Elsa is basically nothing, right? It's just basically nothing. This might be your best bet. You can't go Destroyer, obviously, because you lose a lion. I think this is probably your best play, and just hope that, you know, they play here and they kind of have 2 medium-sized things and the death beats a medium-sized thing. There's also a chance they just rip like a Galactus, or excuse me, a Thanos here and like a stone here, and the death could win right, because this is like at least a surefire thing. In that case, you actually kind of like Galactus mid. I don't know. This is the fun thing to do, so we're gonna do it. Oh my god, it's Thanos left. I called it. Oh my god, I called it. Yes, they didn't have the stone right to finish, but oh my god, dude, I love it. I love it. Yes, it's crazy. Well, number one, dude, this Knull got very big, 59. It's crazy how often a naked Galactus has just been winning today by calling your shot. It's cool. Okay. Yeah, X23, Electro, and Venom all available here. Pretty cool. And against 999, and their rank is 100, bro. Top 100. I'm getting queued up against some absolutely insane ranks today. Why? Is nobody playing right now? It is a Monday, and that's, I think, the least played day of the week, to be fair, but still, man. You gotta be playing. If we do this, we ramp up to 5, which isn't really what we need, right? I think we just go Venom, X23, hopefully leave a spot for a Galactus potentially. If we get Blink, of course, we play Blink instead. That's 1,000 times better, but you know, we need a way to clear this Electro anyway. Mobius is relevant to death. Kind of sad, but wasn't going to be very cheap for us anyway. So yeah, from here, I don't know, man. Ultron's kind of weird. You don't really have time to Ultron anymore. Brood for the opponent on Baxter build. Makari currently locking them out mid is kind of interesting. This hits either Galactus or Destroyer, bro. If it hits Destroyer, maybe you trust Knull, right? You're only getting 7 points, but it's gonna be 12. Maybe you trust Knull mid in that case. If it hits Galactus, yeah, maybe you just win. Uh-oh, maybe you don't win. You don't win. What's that? That's a wave, okay. That doesn't change much. Well, now Galactus is terrible, so we really need to hit Destroyer. Wait, oh, actually, I think Baxter building would have made Galactus win. I didn't even think about that. That would have been such a crazy sick interaction, dude. Oh my god, that would have been so freaking cool. Bro, Baxter building would have made Galactus win. Oh, what a lost 50-50, man. There is no way on earth that Knull holds here, right? There's just no way. I also don't think Destroyer holds here. But Ultron's just worse because you can't flip mid, right? If you could flip mid with it, you'd feel better. Eliath is stranded though, so I mean it's gotta be this, but there's just no way this holds. It's just impossible. It literally seems like actually impossible. Wait a minute. Is there Silpher? There's Silpher. I said, is there a Silpher, dude? Silver servers are where you live. Where we actually tied. Wow. Wow. Silpher. No silver server means it's a tie, bro. That's crazy. X23 saving the day, I guess, right? Maybe it didn't really matter. I guess the points were the same. So, all right, let's put X23 in here. I gotta remember how to play this deck, dude. This is my first game. This deck has some sometimes unusual and interesting lines, right? Basically being mindful of your ramp and where that's going. Superflow makes that even more interesting. So for instance, we're on turn 2, we have 3. Next turn we'll have 4. So on turn 4 we could eat the X23 to potentially hit a Superflow, but at the same time it's not guaranteed because then your X23 can roll into Superflow. You only have a 2 out of 3 to ramp to 6. Easier if we just hit Wave or Electro here, then we'll kind of know what's cooking. Oh god, so they got a death. That's actually really important. That's a big distinction. Blink currently hits Eliath, Destroyer, or Galactus. If I go, actually we could just go Frigga Blink. It doesn't change anything. So Frigga here, we get an X23 in hand. That's kind of irrelevant. We blink with the Frigga in case we hit Destroyer, probably. Although we do sort of want to hit Galactus. Like if we hit Galactus here, it doesn't really do anything, to be fair. Maybe Frigga's supposed to go here, and you blink here for the Destroyer. I think so, yeah. I remember doing that a lot. Previously in this deck. It's just gonna be Destroyer anyway, because I called it, and that's fine. We want 16 power here to just win the game. Eliath also big enough that it might be okay if it's just an Eliath here. Then I guess we're gonna do like don't even know what we do actually. Ultron's not usually big enough. These Victoria hands, bro. What is going on? It really is the destroyer. I sniped it. I'm a genius, dude. So good at this game. Boy, do you just do this? Like, this is not a good Knull. It's not a good Ultron. It's not a good death. Dude, these Victoria hands are insane. Where did all these even come from, dude? I zoned out. Nico added one to hand, and then Frigga added another one to hand. And now they have 3 Victoria hands, which buff themselves. It's not even your other cards here. It's just your... Oh, my good lord, dude. Oh, my good lord, dude. My opponent... I'm over here trying to figure this game out. This is my first game of this deck in 100 years. My opponent is having the game of their life, dude. They just don't even care. Goliath is obviously cooked, does nothing. This is obviously cooked, does nothing. It's 16 to 22, but we'll let him have it because it's funny. They are having the game of their life, dude. I guess actually death is just more power, isn't it? Yeah. Still doesn't win, but it's just bigger numbers. We're not winning mid anyway. I don't think any tiebreakers come to fruition, so. Dude, this game is crazy. The opponent is like thinking about it. Dude, you got this. Don't worry, man. You got a million numbers. That Angela is a chill 13 just from freaking Victoria's, dude. Crazy. We honestly did get close to winning, right? To be fair, it's pretty close. I'm not even mad about losing that, dude. These are at 13. That's crazy. They say snap on turn 1 or no guts. All right. Deal. I got nothing to lose, man. Snap on turn 1 or no guts. Come on, what do you got guts? You got guts, Prominence? They don't have any guts. I got guts. I got them big guts. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I don't know what they saw, so like let's see how it goes. Fire here is gonna get them priority there. It's gonna be hard to win priority with a wave, which does make Galactus a little... Oh my good lord, dude. This game is a nightmare. They're gonna play their Sarah early, so I'll just Goliath, but I may not have priority. Oh, it's a flip. It's a 50-50 here. Let's see. Do we get the priority flip or not? Let's see. We do. Hello, Goliath. Nice to see you, buddy. That's their Sarah turned off, probably. Although I don't know, they got an X23 in here, so I'm not even sure what's going on. Oh, blink. Oh, even weirder. Now I really don't know what's going on. This doesn't do anything. So do I maybe play Sarah to create more opportunity next turn? Yeah. I do have like an X23 roll, but so do they, right? Like it's interesting. I can hit Destroyer if I think it's a good tiebreaker play. Oh god, just Ultron's insane though. What am I saying, dude? Ultron's insane. Let's just win Saint and Sanctorum, dude. This is easy, dude. Ultron's insane. We cover the field, man. Literally and figuratively. We snap, so they might retreat. I don't know. I hope not. I hope they got guts. I'm giving them a hard time, but I'm not really giving them a hard time. Prominence, I love you if you're out there watching. I just liked your title. You are top 4K, man. It's a good spot to be. Well, let's see. Galacta into Brood. It is a very strong play left, but sadly Ultron covers mid and right. Nice, dude. Would we have won tiebreakers? I wonder if we just like played, you know, whatever. I don't know, Blink or something, or Death, or what? I guess Blink. I doubt it, right? No, they won by a lot. No, we would have never won tiebreakers. Okay, we got Wave Galactus. Always a possibility here to keep in mind. Probably want priority in that case. Ooh, okay. Never mind. Just kidding. Peak has decided that's not going to happen. Oh, Infinity Ultron just got confirmed getting buffed. Oh, hey, check this out, dude. Ultron plus Ultron, dude. I need to watch the show to see why he's got a red face under his helmet. I don't know what the deal is with that. Is it also a robot under there? Or is it something more? My hand is just absolute utter garbage now though, dude. Without that wave, my hand is, I literally just cannot play any cards. Are you kidding me? I guess I just take an Ultron flyer here and hope that it somehow hits Thunderbolt's tower, and that is literally my only chance. I mean, I guess Ultron could also kind of win, right? In theory, blink is like better for priority's sake, but I don't know if it matters too much. Oh my god, wave, huh? I mean, I didn't get priority, so it seems impossible that this would win, but god, if I could play 2 stones, we'd actually have maybe a decent play, but maybe they just give up, right? I don't know, man. This hand, the peak just took a game that was going to be a crazy strong win and just murdered it. I mean, the opponent didn't hit a Mr. Negative, so maybe they just focus on 2 spots here. Oh my god, dude, an absolute scam of the highest order, dude. A scam of the highest fashion, dude. That is a miserable way to win a game. I basically only played 1 card functionally, right? Like, yeah, we technically played an Infinity Ultron, but it did nothing. It didn't help priority. I basically won with a single card. Unreal. Well, play this deck before people learn to expect this more often, you know? I don't even know if that was a transparent Galactus or just a transparent whiff. I'm not sure. Okay. Man, like X-23 can kind of help you win priority for Galactus sometimes, but also does have some risks. Galactus left, though, is fair. Most people don't really play into New York because you want to leave it open, you know? So maybe that's okay. We just like wave mid. See if we can't get some priority for Galactus. Then we've got, you know, Alioth or Knull type victories hopefully incoming. Vault, yeah. This might hold priority, but Vulture here would be really big, for instance. That would steal priority, but maybe it'd be okay. Again, New York is, they want to leave that open for all their move cards anyway, right? They're definitely priority like this. Too many cards. Too many cards. Oh yeah, too many cards. Well, I mean, let's see if they can stop a Galactus anyway, right? This might be a bit of a gap for them. We don't have a choice. This is the only way we're gonna win this game. Shut out the move by shutting out the locations, right? Oh! Nice! Don't be... There's nothing that can send this left, right? There's nothing. I don't know. There's nothing. Literally nothing. Toxin's fine, dude. Oh, Toxin's kind of annoying because I do still have some numbers to beat here. I guess you just go Death on 5, though, because she'll be cheap enough. And then Alioth on 6 and hope that holds. I mean, obviously, if you get a Knull, you go Knull on 6, I think. Well, was it that big, though? It probably wasn't that big, was it? Oh, God. I forgot where it... I forgot we're ramped for X-23, so maybe you just go Destroyer here. And then you go Alioth. Like, do you trust the numbers more, or do you trust the... I don't know. Oh, yeah, they're just... Okay. They're done, dude, yeah. No, they're out. I see. They're like, no thanks. Okay, yeah, for Venom, let's put X-23 away from nowhere, right? This Destroyer might just be a big dude in nowhere. Non-risk big boy kind of thing, you know? Eternity range. Solid spot for wave. I mean, we're gonna kind of screw any Galactus hopes anyway if I don't win this, so... It's not like we're really looking at a Galactus this game anyway, seems to me. So we'll go wave mid. I mean, I guess there's a chance the opponent just doesn't play there. That is one possible world where we leave a Galactus open, but it seems unlikely, doesn't it? Dude, this is cool. Fastos Lasher deck and a player after my own heart because they have the base arts in Infinite, dude. Like this is my like this looks like a deck I would play literally for multiple reasons. Oh my good lord, dude, that is not a fair flip. That's just not a fair flip at all. Do we take the Galactus roll now because we're just so behind and I need cheese to win? Yeah, let's just take the Galactus hit here. It's a 1 in 4. It's not likely, but it's definitely possible. 1 in 4. I need some help this game, dude. Alioth is a 6/6. That is some hot garbage. I'm wondering, can Destroyer into Knull win this game now? And you actually just play like Destroyer mid, right? Like I think you just eat your Venom, don't you? Now that I have this negative Knull, dude, like this might actually be the way to cheese this, to be honest. Maybe I found the one way to cheese the Mr. Negative, right? Maybe Mr. Negative was good after all. X-23 can kind of go anywhere really, but so you just trust Destroyer, you're saying, because it's like there's no way they're adding 17 points here. Like 10 is probably their big number. I mean, maybe they have something big, but 17's a lot. And then Knull is certainly going to be big enough after Venom gets destroyed. Yeah, man, I think this does it, dude. I think this just 100% does it. Hulkbuster. Oh god, dude. Oh my god. I think I said 17 was the number, right? Holy crap. Do I actually beat that Scarlet Spider left? Oh no, dude. How big is my that surely that doesn't make the difference, does it? Oh my god, dude. The X-23 helps, so hold up. Well, no, it didn't help because it didn't stay left. How big is this? No way, dude. No way, dude. Do you know how many things had to go right there? Dude, I cannot believe the Hulkbuster had to hit a 1 in 3, okay, to hit the Scarlet Spider. 3 targets here. If it hit Lasher, maybe there was something, because it'd be like 10, and then Lasher would have been 8. This would have only been 3. So this would have been 6 smaller. I think this would have been 19 to 21, maybe. So maybe it was really kind of like a 2 out of 3. I'm not sure about the Lasher math as easily here. But then, of course, Scarlet Spider had to hit left, not mid, because mid was totally fine at 16, right? Especially with the X-23 rollover. Either way, but especially fine. Oh, that is so rude. It didn't make any sense to play Destroyer right or flip these, did it? Like, you wanted the Destroyer going off so that Knull was bigger to isolate into 2 spots. Crazy annoying loss. I mean, I'm proud of the opponent for playing a cool deck, to be honest. Like, props for the cool deck. Okay, Vormir is, I mean, yeah, sometimes the opponent waits to play there. Sometimes they play there super early, so it just depends. Oh, okay. Killmonger Blink, worst case here could be a thing. Wave, Ultron, Killmonger, but we don't really have the follow-ups for that. So we really just want to see Electro pretty much always here. Or Wave, still good too. We also like Wave. Negative Zone's a really cool spot for a Galactus to be. Let's think about that, right? That's pretty cool. We don't have Blink Galactus, obviously, so Killmonger can go mid, no problem. Mobius, marginally interesting, but not that important. Makari, okay. I mean, unfortunately, this is looking like a turn 6 Galactus, which is very terrifying. I'm wondering if, like, Blink is currently guaranteed to hit Destroyer unless we draw it. Nice. It does give us a big lead mid, like a really nice big lead. The question is, like, what wins from there? Maybe you trust Ultron. Toxie is just bugged out, dude. Like, what is going on? She's spitting all over people. She's invisible. She's got a weird green stripe across her. I don't know what's going on, man. We got Mankari here. It's crazy to me the portrait gets so gross, dude. That's what really surprises me, I guess. Brood. Okay. I mean, right is still looking awfully spicy for Galactus, dude. Like, is the opponent just like, I think there's a chance this also can win just because it's like just big enough. I would love to play a death if I could. I don't think you worry about an Ultron, right? Because I think you just want every point of power right. There is just this big part of me that really wants to Galactus, though, because I'm going to have 3 power. I mean, they have to play some pretty decently sized. I guess even Silver Surfer, though, pushes that to 3. So maybe it's just always Eliath. He's the biggest singular guy I have, right? Sage. Copycat is Venom. That's fine. We just win on numbers. Nope. Weird game, right? Weird game. Basically did nothing. Played 3 cards that were basically, I mean, even Eliath was pretty terrible here. Just the best one. Weirdly, Ultron would have got close left too. Yeah, Destroyer just big enough sometimes, dude. I guess Goliath is big enough. I do think Goliath is probably the worst card in the deck. I wonder if you could change this out for something. Like another just big, crazy 6-drop. I don't know what it would be. Maybe there's weird, like, Arnim Zola stuff you could do or something. But he has felt like the weakest link. All right, we got a Blink. That is definitely something to start with. Oh, classic. Okay. Classic lose your Blink play there. God, what I wouldn't kill for an Electro right now, dude. Electro me, dude. Although Great Web's gonna get maybe kind of weird. I guess you'd probably just play the Electro there, wouldn't you? Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's no good. Monkey's gonna get it. Dude, even their portrait gets like vomited on. I've never really noticed the opponent's animations. My God, dude, Toxie is gross. Even the portrait's getting ruined. I guess, do we just delete this E-tree? I mean, it's the Blink target. The problem is Blink only has Knull and Goliath, which Knull is 4 power, not exactly the strongest play. You could arguably do... Well, I mean, I don't know. There's just no good options, really, right? You just need Goliath here, 100%. Goliath here, and then maybe you call it 50-50 Galactus. I don't think you just rip Destroyer, but it could hold sometimes because, like, if they have a card, it could get pulled into Great Web, and then you win tiebreakers, you know? If I'm the opponent, I'm just playing to Great Web anyway, right? Because why not? And then maybe Goliath hits. Nope, they're not. Goliath whiffs. He's just big. That's good news. I do think Goliath feels like kind of the worst card in this deck to me right now, because I don't really feel like I usually need it for Galactus or anything. All right, dude, this always works. This never fails. Why would they ever play here? Think about it. Why? You just don't. You never play here. Cool that Sam got moved, by the way. For the record, I actually do. I'm not just playing this for fun. I actually do think this is the best play. Like, I don't think Destroyer makes any sense. It could theoretically work, but usually they play a card left to lock it out. Oh my God. Yes. Dude, it's crazy how often this naked Galactus has been working today. It's really crazy. It's really something. I wonder what that card was, but I just can't believe how often this works.